yeah,
So
I have
I can
no
understand where
problem
he's
with
coming from with that.
throwing more action into a movie. I think that's great. Just like I said previously, I feel like I want a little bit more to chew on with this movie in the way that I want to know why he is what he is, because it just it doesn't make sense, and I want a little bit more information. I want to know how we ended up here. But that being said, like, we don't get information. We're not going to get any information on because, like you said, the movie's at this point 31, 32 years old. So we just kind of got to take it at face value. But
Yeah.
I do get really annoyed when a movie just shows you everything, gives you a weird question like that, and then never touches on the question.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not like a baby that needs to be spoon fed every single little like plot point in a movie to have it make sense. But, something like that, I feel like is pretty glaring. It's not really, I mean, it can be overlooked in the sense that you can still acknowledge it and still enjoy the movie, but it's something where
Yeah.
they could have shown their work a little bit more, I think, in terms
It,
of,
you know,
you know,
it could have been done in such a way,
so
like, it could have been like when you first, the scene where Wade and Doc and Dalton go out to have dinner or whatever it is they're doing after he picks her up. Like, he could
mhm.
have just made a simple comment while he was dancing with the Doc, like, uh, I bumped into him, he was bouncing at a bar and blah, blah, blah. And took him under my wing, and I couldn't get rid of him after that. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
boom, explained. Everything's done in like 10 seconds. But just to say that and walk away from it, it literally feels to me like
Yeah.
it's like somebody walked up to the pulpit at church and like pulled out their balls and then put them back in and sat down. Like, anybody else fucking see that?
But the question then becomes, are the balls big enough to come in a dump truck uh, at the church? That's that. You just generate more
You
questions
do.
with that.
Who
More questions
says
than
that? Because
answers. To your
that
point,
line is a good line. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to work that into daily conversation.
that was Morgan, who I believe is one of the one of
That's
the
very
employees
funny.
at the double at the or no, that's Terry Funk's character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
one
think
of the
he
employees.
said,
Yeah, Morgan.
like, I heard you had balls big enough to come in a dump
So
truck.
yeah, he.
God, that's such a great line.
So like, here's my question about that line. The word "come." Are we talking about like come as in like here I come, like I'm going somewhere, here I come, or is it come like, oh, I'm jacking off and I'm gonna come, like, because as we all
Well,
know, it's all kind of stored down there. I
I
mean,
think this is
yeah,
my
I need
opinion, my humble
clarification.
opinion. They did leave it kind of vague, but I think we know what they meant. Like, they meant like jacking off and coming in a dump truck. That's exactly what they meant.
So in other words, Dalton's balls are so gigantic that he could come so much that it would fill the back of a dump truck. That's
Oh,
pretty impressive. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine for a second? Close your eyes.
all right, eyes
I'm gonna
closed.
I'm gonna paint a picture. I'm gonna paint a picture for you. You're you're driving on the interstate. There's a dump truck in front of you. That's not doing the speed limit, because dump trucks rarely do the speed limit because they're big trucks that don't drive very fast. And sometimes when you're driving behind a dump truck, you might get like some like pebbles coming back at you at your car, like hitting your windshield, hitting your your car. Imagine those pebbles are cum, and then your car is
Yeah.
just getting like bukkakied basically. And then even worse on top of that, maybe something catastrophic happens and the back door of the dump truck just flies open and just a sea of cum coats the interstate.
Wow. Well, I mean, I guess, like, that's either somebody's nightmare or fantasy, depending on how you look at it. I'm sure there's people out there that are like, "Oh yes, bathe me in the dump truck of cum."